Two scenes from the 12 Days of Christmas in France by Nora, Louise, Syran. Scene 1. Day 1. A perdrix in a pear tree. France, countryside, Provence. Just before the winter holidays.
An Anglophone mother pits plums at a sink. From time to time, she looks through a window at her garden.
Anglophone partner peels potatoes near her. Intermittent rifle shots sound in the distance. Holiday music from the radio plays softly.
She's back again, but...
I'm telling you, partridges don't live in trees. We're empty nesters. She's a ground nester. She wouldn't be nesting in a wild plum tree anyway. A pear tree, maybe?
Funny.
Hey, how much are you making of that jam?
Well, you know, Patrick loves it. I thought he could take a few jars back to school with him. How many potatoes do you think he can eat? They might not make their nests in trees, but she's there now. Look at her. Poor thing.
Smart thing. She's hiding from the hunters.
Did they get that boar?
Well, Philippe said the hunter came by with a whole leg, including the hoof.
That was kind of...
All bloody and wrapped in an old towel, dripping with blood. Gave him instructions to hang it in his garage.
Did he?
His wife threw it out.
Don't blame her. Sounds of a rifle. Shot close by. Oh, I wish they wouldn't fire so close. Ugh, she's flown off.
Sign up in the village says they're doing un abattage.
It's masculine.
Of course it is. A slaughter.
'Tis the season. Poor boars.
People are fed up with having their vegetable patches and swimming pools dug up. Wait, look. She's there, on the ground.
Oh.
Safe. According to Greek mythology, the first partridge appeared when Daedalus pushed his nephew off the sacred hill of Athena.
Why did he do that?
Jealousy. Perdrix.
That's French for partridge.
Perdrix was a talented inventor. Because Athena saved Perdrix by turning him into a partridge, they say the bird remembers his fall and avoids high places.
Poor bird.
Smart bird. She's safe with us.
The 12 Days of Christmas play softly in the background as the couple looks out the window at the bird. Safe on their property.
End of scene. Perdrix in a pear tree.
Oh, that's sweet.
Good time, Nora.
That little bird is safe on our property.
That's right. I know. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We're jumping ahead, people.
Oh, all right. We're
First day of Christmas to...
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Day 7. 7 swans a swimming. Paris. The left bank of the Seine overlooking Notre Dame. A good-looking couple walks along the river. They're dressed well for an evening out, but while partner 1 is uncomfortable in formal wear, partner 2 is totally at ease.
But you're breaking up with me on Christmas Eve? Who does that?
I hadn't planned to.
You take me for a walk along the Seine after a super fancy dinner at Le Cheval Blanc?
I hadn't planned to enter...
Walk and talk all the way to view Notre Dame on Christmas Eve, and now... God, just look at it. Now, thanks to you, whenever I look at Our Lady... Ugh.
Who knew stone could burn? Seemed pretty solid to me. It got so hot it melted.
Is this about the dessert? All I told the waiter was they'd baked the creme brulee for just a bit too long. It was all curdled. You can't be so squeamish about complaining when things aren't...
I am not ending our relationship because of a creme brulee.
And okay, so I picked up the fork from the floor.
I
was hungry. What did you want me to do? Sit there and time how long it took them to come and pick it up? What are you, a food critic for the Michelin Guide?
You're the one complaining about the creme brulee.
Look, I needed my fork.
Okay, it fell on the ground.
See, so it is the fork. You're ending a relationship because of a fork?
Yes. I mean, no. Not over a fork. It's just... Don't do that. Not there. Not at Le Chevre Blanc.
Oh. So take me to Court Pie, then. Next year for a burger. I hate sitting in that stuffy old place trying to work out which fork to use next and wiping the drips off my wine glass so I don't stain the tablecloth.
She turns to look out at the river, over the river to Notre Dame. I'm glad they raised the money for her. Fire breaks out. They said it started probably because of a renovation work. How ironic. But if the foundations are strong, you can rebuild. And it will look exactly the same. Well, at least on the outside.
Do you really want them to build it exactly like it was before?
Yeah. I mean, the inside wasn't really damaged. I don't see the point of changing anything. From the plans I saw online, they're thinking of turning it into Disneyland.
I know. From what I saw, it's going to look like Superman's Crystal Palace.
Exactly. Tacky. Modern projections in the chapels. They're going to rip out the confessionals to make more room for the tourists.
Oh, you're going to miss the confessionals? You're not even Catholic. So go on then. If you need a confessional, confess. Why are you ending us? We have a good thing going. So hot it melted, eh? Deck the halls with boughs of holly plays in the background.
Look, swans.
Yeah, there's so many of them this year. 7 swans are swimming. They mate for life, you know.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends, I guess.
They're good-looking birds.
Probably tasty, too.
Ugh, what a thought. They're protected in England, you know. It's tradition, dates back centuries. They're the queen's birds.
Yes, only she's allowed to eat them.
Well, I suppose if she wants to.
Didn't one of her castles burn down?
Yes. Yes, in her Annus Horribus. Windsor, but it's not totally burned down. It's all fine now. Well, they say a fire's a chance to start over.
Charles and Diana's marriage collapsed that year, too. And Andrew and Fergie's. What year was that, 92?
Charles never loved Diana. His swan for life is Camilla. But it's not always easy to see.
What's hard to see?
The foundations. Spot the cracks. Is it really worth rebuilding or just best to just start all over again? Her foundations are strong. And they'll rebuild that spire straight up into the sky again.
You can have your old spindly spire, but promise me we'll have the floodlights.
Sure. And the tacky light show, too.
I love the light show.
I know you do. And you'll find someone who loves it just as much as you do.
good year.
Yes. It's been a good year. End of scene.
7 swans swimming.
I don't think they're going to make it.
You know, this is a tease, right? This is a nice little tease because, as we said, the whole play is all 12 days, and it really is a fabulous little piece of writing. Congratulations, Nora, Louise, Syran.
Yeah, it's a whole little thing in like
Yeah.
3 pages. It's like a tiny play. They're like 2 tiny plays, except it's a whole play.
It's
You know?
all, yeah.
Except it's a whole play.
But it's a great idea. I think
I
it's
love
very
this
clever
idea.
Really
Yes.
cool.
The 12 Days of Christmas in France.